Hello guys, welcome to my channel where we see the solution of our young generation problems and also makes our generation productive and helps them to get success in their life. In today's video, we will see the solution of very common problem of our young generation, which is procrastination. We will divide this video in four parts in which we will see the first part will be why we procrastinate, and in second part we will cover daily structures that work to stop procrastination, and third, environment and habits designed to stop procrastination, and in fourth we will see mindset, accountability and recovery after stop procrastination. We will cover all these four parts in this video. The physiology behind procrastination. Procrastination is not laziness, it's emotional avoidance. Your brain avoids discomfort by seeking quick rewards like scrolling or binging. This is driven by the limbic system overriding logic. You delay not because you don't care, but because the task feels overwhelming. Understanding this shifts the blame from character to chemistry. Once you know your brain's trick, you can stop playing its game and start taking control. Fear of failure versus fear of success. Some procrastinate because they fear failure. What if I try and fail short? Others fear success. What if I cannot keep it up? Both fears create paralysis. The brain prefers the comfort of not starting over the risk of outcome. But what you don't face will quietly run your life. To grow, you must act despite fear, not because you are fearless, but because your goals matter more than your excuses. Personal stories of missed opportunities. Aman dreams of launching a podcast for months. He waited for the perfect mic, the perfect intro, the perfect timing. 2 years passed, he still has not started. Meanwhile, others with less talent surge ahead. His story echoes thousands' dreams lost to delays. The price of procrastination is not time, it's potential. Every day you delay is a day someone else gets ahead. Start now, done is better than perfect. Time blocking and scheduling. Success does not come from working more, it comes from working with intention. Time blocking means assigning specific hours for deep work, rest, or focus. Instead of reacting to your day, you design it. Schedule your task like appointments, not negotiable. This structure protects your energy and reduces decision fatigue. When you plan ahead, you show up with purpose, and procrastination has nowhere left to hide. Pomodoro techniques and micro tasks. Big tasks overwhelm us. That's where the Pomodoro technique wins. Work for 25 minutes, rest for 5 minutes. Repeat. Your brain loves urgency, not pressure. Breaking work into bite sized chunks reduce resistance. Add micro tasks, small easy wins like organizing notes or outlining a goal. This build momentum. You don't need hours of motivation, just one Pomodoro to get started. Action leads to clarity always. Applying the 2-minute rule. The hardest part of any task is starting. The 2-minute rule says if it takes under 2 minutes, do it now. For bigger tasks, just start with 2 minutes. Open the book, write one sentence, clean one drawer. You are lowering the entry barrier. Often, starting is the breakthrough. Once you begin, momentum follows. Tiny actions done consistently destroy procrastination. Start small and keep going. Removing distractions from your work area. Your environment shapes your behavior. A clustered space invites a clustered mind. Remove distractions. Keep only what support focus. Put your phone in another room. Close unnecessary tabs. Clean your desk when your space feels intentional. Your actions follow. You don't need more willpower. You need less temptation. Make your workspace a signal to your brain. Here we work, here we finish. Using grayscale and app limits. Your phone is a slot machine in your pocket. Colorful, rewarding, addictive. Switch your display to grayscale to make it boring. Set app limits or your use focus tools like digital well-being or screen time. You are not big. Your phone is designed to hook you. By muting the noise, you reclaim attention. Every barrier you place between you and distraction is a step towards control and consistent productivity. Habit stacking with triggers and routines. Habits are easier to form when they piggyback on once you already do. That's habit stacking. Link a new habit like journaling, studying, or stretching to a trigger you already follow. After brushing teeth, before your morning coffee, right after lunch, it removes the need to remember or decide over time. Reframing failures as feedback. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every mistake is a message, not a verdict. Instead of thinking I failed, ask what did I learn. When you treat failure as feedback, you remove shame and gain clarity. Progress is not about perfection, it's about adjusting and improving. The faster you fail, the faster you figure it out. Fall forward and you will never fall the same way twice. Tracking progress and celebrating wins. Progress is powerful, but only if you can see it. Track your wins no matter how small. Mark phone free hours, complete tasks, or consistency streaks. Visual proof keeps motivation alive. And don't wait for huge milestones. Celebrate the little victories. Reward yourself for showing up. Your brain thrives on recognition. The more you celebrate progress, the more likely you are to repeat it. Momentum is built one win at a time. Handling setbacks and relapses. Relapses is not the end, it's a signal. Everyone stumbles. It's how you respond there defines your growth. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, pause, ask what triggered this? What can I change? Then reset your tools, your space, your mindset. Remember, consistency is not perfection, it's recovery speed. Falling off does not erase your progress. Getting back up is where real resilience begins. Forgive yourself, learn, and start again stronger this time.